Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here, and welcome to the final cut. And I'm reviewing a film that I've been highly anticipated ever since I saw the trailer. It's finally out. I actually had to travel to another city to see it. We're talking about The Witch. Now, The Witch is set in 1630 New England, where we get William and Catherine, who are very devout Christians and who, with their 5 children, have settled a homestead on the edge of a very vicious wilderness. Well, when their youngest of the family, a baby, disappears, the family starts to get very paranoid and distrusting of one another. And we soon see how their own fears and anxieties make them susceptible to the evils that actually live within the woods. Robert Eggers gives us a very atmospheric, classic type horror film that harkens back to the days of Hammer horror films. It is a film that is not your modern horror film, and I loved every minute of this film. This creepy atmospheric film really establishes itself as a unique, above the rest type of modern horror films we've seen wide release lately. There are, I think, maybe one jump scare in here, but that's not the creepy part. The creepy part is the soundtrack that you get in here, and this story, and the way he has the colors within this film feeling very dirty and muddied, and nothing's very crisp and bright at all. It gave such an atmosphere. They managed to establish this woods that this homestead is on the edge on as a character just in and of itself. Jaron Blaschke, who did the cinematography in her, does fantastic of capturing the bleakness of where this family is, and you can see how that can test even the strongest of faith. Now, Anya Taylor-Joy really stands out as Thomason, who is the oldest daughter of the family, okay? And I loved her in this. She did so well as the girl who is coming of age. She's, as they're saying, becoming a woman and dealing with these emotions that she has, plus the fact that everybody's looking at blaming her for the creepy shit that's going on around the homestead. And man, I just love how she played this role. Probably the standout performance of this film. Ralph Ineson plays the dad, William. Enjoyed his performance as well, as this guy trying to hold together, try to stay true to his religion, but at the same time, you know, they just don't know what to suspect and what's going on. It has a supernatural element, but never goes full on supernatural, so you're never quite sure what is real, what isn't, who's playing who, and exactly if the horror that they're facing, as such as a witch in the woods, is actually just their own fears and paranoia and their questioning of their faith because of the hardships they fell on. So great mixture of that in there. I love that. Now, the dialogue in here is going to be probably going to put some people off because they are using traditional colonial English in here. And there is a bit of an accent. So some people may be turned off by the fact they aren't just speaking straight English or British English or what. I mean, it is its own dialect of sorts, and the way they phrase things, so that may turn people off. I loved it. It is a slow burn. There's no action in here, but there is tension in here that stays throughout this film. It makes you wonder exactly what is going on. You feel like the family feels in that confusion, though you do get to see kind of the creepy things that are actually going on in the woods, which I will tell you will surprise you on where they go. There is a limited amount of gore in here. It's used sparingly but effectively. The makeup effects in here looked fantastic, and the way this story played out, I did not expect it to go there, and it did. Folks, this is going to be a classic horror film that many people will be talking about, though I'm not sure if the modern horror audience out there is going to take a real liking to it. This is going to be one that you may want to watch a number of times. You watch at your home as much as you do in the theater, because it is it's an experience, okay? Again, break away from your more modern horror movie storytelling. This one had a European horror movie, a classic European horror movie storytelling style, and I loved it and enjoyed it, and am glad that it got wide release because I think it deserves a lot of attention. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble about this film. I appreciate it. Please, we are very close to 1,000 subscribers. Trying to hit 1K by July. Can only do that with your help. Make sure you check out our other reviews, our Spoiler Room podcast, all on specialmarkproductions.com. Thank you so much as always, and until next time, keep that ticket stub.